It looks like Derrick James may only be down to two fighters left in his stable, and that is Ryan Garcia and Frank Martin. After Jermell Charlo is no longer training with Derrick James, is this true? Is this false? Y'all got the question, I got the answers. We're going to talk about that in this video, but before we do that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it. So Derrick James, the former trainer of the year, man, it seems like Derrick went from an all-time low to an all-time high just like that. First, we all know what happened in that Errol Spence fight, man. That was hard for a lot of people to watch, getting destroyed by Terrence Bud Crawford in one of the most hot fights built up for like 5 or 6 years. And Derrick James, he was a trainer at Errol Spence, and he took a lot of the criticism after that fight. And then right after that, Derrick James, he had to watch Jermell Charlo go in there and basically not even try to put up a fight, go in there to try to survive for 12 rounds after Canelo Alvarez. And Derrick took more criticism after the performance that Charlo put on. And then everybody started knocking down Derrick James, saying that he was overhyped and all of that. But Derrick James is now back on his throne, and he got a lot of the praises once Ryan Garcia went in there and completed one of the biggest upsets in a long, long time in boxing. But people want to know what's going on with Derrick James's fighter, Jermell Charlo. Is he still Derrick James's fighter? Well, I'm going to give y'all these answers in this video because, of course, this is what the video is about. But before I even get into that, let's talk about Jermell Charlo. And I'm going to tell y'all what I'm not feeling about Jermell Charlo, because we all know what happened between him and Canelo Alvarez. But after that fight took place, Jermell Charlo, he didn't wait to let everybody know that he was still the king at 154 pounds. Yeah, I moved up 2 weight divisions. I didn't get the job done, but I'm still the king at 154. And Terrence Crawford, he gonna have to see me and anybody else. Well, that didn't last too long, because right after that, Jermell Charlo went into hiding for months and months and months, and you didn't hear nothing from Jermell Charlo. He briefly came out, put a video up on Instagram, and a lot of people didn't even know about this. He put a video up showing himself training with his other trainer, Juan Guzman, and said that he's back. Well, like I said, that didn't last long, because right after he put that clip up, Jermell Charlo didn't come back. He actually disappeared again, and ever since then, we haven't heard anything from Jermell Charlo at all. And what I'm not feeling about that whole situation is Jermell Charlo sat back and he watched everybody fight for his titles while they stripped him of belt after belt after belt. He even watched his partner, Errol Spence, get in the ring and challenge Sebastian Fundora and tell Fundora that he wanted that WBC strap. And not only that, his arch nemesis, Terrence Bud Crawford, is about to fight for his other strap, the WBA strap, in August. Why you just sitting back letting it all happen? And the last time we heard from Jermell Charlo, he was telling everybody that he was still king. So if you felt like you were still king of the division and you was coming back to take what was rightfully yours, why you sitting back, quiet as a church mouse, and you ain't said nothing about everybody fighting for your straps? You ain't tried to step in and say, nah, that's my strap. I got seniority, and I'm fighting for my straps back. You ain't did none of that. You just sat back and just let everything play out. And I don't like that, because it makes you look mentally weak, or it makes you look like you really did just fight Canelo for the payday. You really didn't come in there and try to do what you had to do to win. It's either one of the two. You either weak and don't want to face the world because you took a L like you did, or you knew you was going to take a L, so you just went in there for a money grab. And now it's changing the way that people look at Jermell Charlo, because at one point in time, Jermell was looked at as a dog. Jermell was looked at as one of the top pound for pound fighters in all of boxing. But you erased that not only by how you went in there and fought Canelo Alvarez, and I never expected you to put up much of a fight because, yeah, you was coming off a 16-month layoff. You was coming off a hand surgery. And you was moving up to weight division. So I wasn't one of the ones that expected no more than the fight that you put up. But it's about how you went about things after you lost. You're looking bad out here. Hide from the whole world. Or like I said, did you just rip off the fans and take their money in that Canelo fight? I mean, people forget that Jermell Charlo was undisputed at 154. The first ever undisputed at 154 pounds. All of the work that Jermell Charlo put in at 154, people only remember him now from his last fight with Canelo Alvarez, not even putting up a fight. And so a lot of people now, they're wondering, is Jermell Charlo just calling it a day? Is he chunking the deuce? Is he retiring? Is he still with Derrick James? Well, Derrick James, in a recent, I don't know if you want to call it an interview, but he was getting asked some questions in passing. And they asked him, where's Jermell Charlo? What's going on with Jermell Charlo? Is Jermell Charlo still fighting? And is he still training Jermell Charlo? Now, I'm going to let you hear this audio. It's kind of hard to hear what Derrick James had to say, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell y'all what his reaction was and what he said, just in case y'all can't hear it. So for those who couldn't hear or understand the audio, you know, he was asked what's going on with Jermell Charlo, basically. Is he coming back? Is he going to fight soon? And Derrick James says, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Jermell Charlo. I don't know what he's going to do, basically. And then he was asked, is he still training Jermell Charlo? And he kind of gave a gesture like, nah, and he shook his head no. So with that being said, and with me seeing that, Derrick James, he pretty much let it be known he's not training Jermell Charlo no more. And he also said that he's only got about 2 more years left in the sport and he gone. So is Jermell Charlo retiring, or did Jermell Charlo leave Derrick James with the beef that Derrick James and Errol Spence got going on? He didn't want to be in between that. So now he's going to be training with Juan Guzman full time. One of the answers that we do know, it looks like that Derrick James ain't training Jermell Charlo no more. So what is the reason? You know, and it's crazy, man. Like I said, he could be retired because I don't know, man. It's crazy because both of the Charlos, man, it's crazy how their careers just went to rock bottom all of a sudden. You know, and especially Jermall Charlo, man, his career is just pretty much over with. Jermell Charlo, you only suffered the loss to Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, you had, you know, another loss on your resume, but you avenged that loss. And it's like, man, you could have went back to 154 and everybody was going to still have to go through you. But you didn't even put up a fight for them belts that they stripped you of. And to me, it shows a weak mentality, right? Man, you only can get judged by how you take your L's, not how you take your W's, because everybody that get a W, they gonna react the same way. They gonna be happy. Shit gonna be up. It's gonna be lit. But how do you come back from a big loss? And we see how Jermell Charlo reacted to his big loss. The Charlo's going out bad. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. Diego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone. If you're rolling with me, I roll quickly, roll minute, plus I'm rolling sticky.